Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today, my name is Rizwan Hazim bin Muhammad Hassan, and me and my group want to present about uh, cognitive and behavioral intervention, social psychological of sport and exercise, and topic and psychological. So first thing first, let me introduce my group mate. First, Syarul Nizam bin Syarul Hamid Rafai. And second one is Muhammad Irish Rafiq bin Abdul Halim. Third one is Mizakul Ishak bin Muhammad Isa. And lastly, which is myself, Rizwan Hazim bin Muhammad Hassan. Next. So first thing is about introduction summary, which is chapter 4. Chapter 5, imagery. Next. Imagery is important to athlete because you get the most out of training. Usually, the athlete is using imagery extensively to build on their strengths and help eliminate their weakness. Then, to compete more effectively, imagery not only help athletes to regulate the anxiety that they experience, but also help athletes to stay confident, focused, and mentally. Next. Article and theory. First, from article, visual imagery has been close linked to brain markers involved in perception. Can visual imagery, like usual perception, improve by means of training? For theory, almost all of the early mental imagery research in sport psychology stem from the mental practice model. Studies done as nearly as the 1930s examine the effect of mental practice on the learning and performance of skill Murphy and Martin 2002. Alright, so I will pass to Mizakul Ishak bin Muhammad Isa.
Thank you, Rizwan Azim. I continue to opinion. So, in my opinion, imagery training is very effective for athletes because it helps them increase the level of self-confidence, and because of that they can perform very well to get good result. After that, I think this training must should be applied in young athlete for us to product still athlete. Okay, next. So, summary aggression. In sport, aggression is a characteristic that can have many negative as well as positive effects on performance. Aggression is defined as any form of behavior direct toward the goal of harming or injury another. Leaf being wolf is motivated in avoid such treatment barren and riches. So for the article, although there are many positive aspects to sport participation as a player or spectator athlete event are also often alien with aggressive behavior. Define of the intention to physically, verbally, or psychology harm someone who is motivated to avoid such treatment. Aggression can be either costly or instrumental. And then the theory, social learning theory maintains that aggression is a behavior learning through the process of reinforcement and modeling. Bandura 1973, Blom and Smith 1996. In this view, participation in sport may teach adults to respond either aggression or sportsmanship. Next, I'll pass to uh, Irish.
Okay, thank you, Mizakul. The next is opinion. Most people view aggression as a negative physiological characteristic However, some sport physiologists agree that aggression can improve performance. Healthy aggression can help a team out physical and opponent generate how lethargy and create anxiety with the mean of the opinion. Next, summary, burnout. Burnout or overtraining syndrome is a condition in which an athlete experience fatigue and dislining perform in his her sport despite counting, continuing and increased training. Overtraining can result in mood change, decrease motivation, increase injuries and infection. And for the article is the purpose of the study was to investigate the failure in high competitive junior athlete and the association with physiological stress and burnout. In total, is 258 athletes and 152 males and 108 female, ranged in age from 15 to 19 years for 17.4 years SD. 1.08 participate. Theory, burn off the defined as the state of the long chronic stress, Maslow 203, and is a syndrome by three dimension mental fatigue or emotional exhaustion, negative feeling and perception about the people, one word in the depersonalization and decrease in feeling of personal accomplished. Okay, I will pass to next prayer.
Okay, Assalamualaikum. So I continue opinion. Is an recognized efficiency by participation of emotional and physical exertion, reduced accomplishment and evaluation of sport. A variety of the theoretical conceptualization are utilized to understand athlete burnout, including stress-based model, theories of identity, control and commitment, and motivational model. So, extend research has highlight my antecedent of athlete burnout, including higher level of opinion tadi. Aku nak explain. So, I continue back. Extend research is highlight the myriad antecedent of athlete burnout, including higher level of physiological stress and motivation, and lower level of social support and physical. Okay, next slide. Next slide. So, for conclusion is retaliation due to perception of the victim intention. So, some athletes imagine that the opponent intention are to cause harm, so they react with aggression against the opponent. So, need to discard negative thought toward other for no misunderstanding. So, that's all from me. Thank you.